and Sharika upon the app, you know. Yeah, me, without I just graduate. We're outside. Right, Rika?
Yep.
I will never
So, Mark, we can never forget you. And we're always happy to have you here as leader of the opposition.
For 9 years, Zine, I have been saying to Jamaican people, do not vote for Andrew Holness.
Now, if this not even go through, the damage already done. Andrew Holness became see the backlash him, nobody sign the deal. You're terrible gleaner.
How much album copies did Vybz Kartel sell first week for his God and Time album, my people? I think that question is on all dancehall fans' lips at this moment. Everybody wants to see the numbers and so forth. And everybody is looking across on World Music Views, stating that he has always provided numbers. So what is going on when it comes down to Vybz Kartel? Some people even cry foul play and I say, wait, oh, it look like a system. The likes of World Music Views are run, are them dep on Kartel payroll and all of that. You see, but would I see a recent estimation from the likes of World Music Views, and also would I see where he's outlining that the fault for not providing and coming up with the numbers is not his, my people. You get to me? I say once I say, well, you know, him came up with an estimation stating that Alkaline sold roughly 1,000. So what go on with Kartel, and some people I say based on the track record, Art and Soul and so forth, it's not the first. They have not seen any numbers. So what is going on? However, as we say, that's where World Music Views put out this article, and he stated this, my people. Vybz Kartel God and Time debut at number 6 on the Reggae Billboard album chart this week, becoming one of the highest charting new reggae releases of 2026. While Billboard and Luminate did not publicly disclose weekly consumption figures for every album on the reggae albums chart positioning and historical consumption trends provide insight into the level of activity typically required to reach a ranking. Vybz Kartel also debuted at number 39 on Billboard, on the Billboard Emerging chart, which measures artist activity across multiple Billboard charts, my people. You get to me? I say, yeah, man. And you don't know the article would go on further, but the long and short of the whole thing would have where the likes of World Music Views would have estimated that Vybz Kartel would have sold at least 2,700, roughly 2,700 there about, my people. And to me, that would have be like upwards from my like my prediction, because I was stating that me that say, well, me think him would land on the Billboard reggae charts at probably number 7 and sell about 2,500, my people. I get to me, I say, however, him land at number 6. And, you know, J.R. Watkins is stating that him sell roughly 2,700. So I am not sure what are your thoughts and your views. And you know, when it comes down to the, you know, like the projections where enough people in I camp, they must say 15,000, 20,000 and so forth. I guess, you know, what would I call the apps have actually reason out that, and I have to tell the quote unquote apps how you come by them numbers there, if them numbers they come out of emotions are out of reality. Because as me say, yes, unless there was a song that dropped on it where, you know, exploded so much that, you know, it would have skyrocket the sales and so forth, where you can, you know, pick up 1,600 or 1,700 or 1,800 or whatever. But there was no such songs. You get them, I say? But, you know, as me say, the based on the fact that YouTube not counting and, you know, the fans them going out and actually purchase and so forth, I think that me that estimate like 2,500. Same for Alkaline and same projection mode have for Massacre. And as me say, if it go over that, well, we'd still have a say congratulations still. You see, but I am not sure what are your thoughts and views. That is just my view on the whole situation. So as me say, he's stating that roughly 2,700. So let me know what you think in the comment section, my people. I get them and say, yeah, man. And let me know if you feel like it's a win or you still consider it a failure. You know, big up on yourself and bless up on yourself. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And also click the notification bell. And let's get into some other topic. So that's where you don't know from the other day, the internet, I rub out Shawn Storm bad. I say, yo, he's not supposed to come out here and talk about no regret and he would be a better artist and so forth. And you don't know we're in the age of social media. So anything you say out here can and will be used against us. So the people, them give it to Shawn Storm, people. Whole heap of different people are give them take on the whole thing and break down and all of that. However, Shawn Storm basically posted a clip to ensure that the people realize that him and Vybz Kartel is good. Because a lot of people is stating that he's even shading Vybz Kartel and so forth. But Vybz Kartel seems to be currently in Jamaica, and we see where him and Shawn Storm them make a link with people. So check this out.
Sikka, I will never say Asana, with tears from your eyes, bro. Your man say you're still alive. You woke up on a pussy in alive. But here with the flip side to that. When me and dad find out a prison. And so sometimes. Sometimes you woke up on God. You're alive. Run that. Never.
So I am a people, so that is the likes of Shawn Storm, you know, hinting that everything is good with him and the Gaza family, regardless of what people is saying about what he said on his live stream, people. You know, we don't even see where the likes of Sikka Rhymes was hinting that he actually got beaten from the Gaza camp because he has not circled live since, my people. You get to me and say, yeah, man, so he is even hinting that the Gaza nation probably take away Shawn Storm phone, my people. You get to me and say, however, Shawn Storm clearly is rubbishing all of that, and I say, and I showcase everything good when it comes on to him and Vybz Kartel, my people. And also, we see where Vybz Kartel also link up Shorty as well, my people, and make a par and all of that. And it seems as if, you know, not sure if it was a graduation ceremony or something for him daughter or birthday or whatever, but it seems as if him and him daughter had a whole vibe to and her mother and all of that based on clips so we see across social media, my people. So a bag of things are going on this. And also a bit on the political side, my people. You know, we don't have Foota hype and Mr. Vegas stating some stuff. But before that, you know, we don't see the likes of Prime Minister Andrew Holness, so that basically pull off what we would describe as a dancehall move on the likes of Mark Golding, my people. I get to me and say, yeah, man, we would see where them man and need. I first me ever see somebody get a styling so neat, my people. Man, I say, yo, him welcome Mark Golding if he, you know, permanently staying in the opposition seat, my people. We don't have to listen to this. Check it out.
My dear friend, Mr. Mark Golding. Mark, how could I forget you? You know, it was not always the case at these events that the leader of the opposition was invited to speak. But as this event evolved into more of a national event rather than a government-sponsored event, it became the protocol that the leader of the opposition, which is a constitutional position, quite a unique thing in constitutional innovations, to have the office of the leader of the opposition written into the Constitution. So Mark, we can never forget you. And we're always happy to have you here as leader of the opposition. That's how we do it in Jamaica.
So I'm a beautiful people, and that a go on, and what a go on, you know. So the man I say, yo, You know, the likes of Mark Golden services is always welcoming and he's thankful for his services. But as opposition, of course, I get to me and say the man basically in say it now passes a Jaja know and the whole crowd mash up like when you drop at freestyle over Sting me people. Jaja know. But outside of that, we also see where the likes of Foota hype is not taking kindly to Prime Minister Andrew Wallace, as he's stating that there is rumors that Prime Minister Andrew Wallace signed for, receive 10,000 deportees in Jamaica. And he's stating that he not understand how the thing reaches because, there are people where would still be severely affected by Hurricane Melissa and these people not sort out yet. So where is Andrew Wallace going to put them, my people? I get them I say, and he's stating that he's working from an article that is in the Gleaner where come out, my people. So we are going to take a quick look at what and our listener to what Foota hype is saying. I want to can tell me what I think, my people. Check it out.
For 9 years, Zine, I have been saying to Jamaican people, do not vote for Andrew Wallace. Do not do it. Allow me I tell? Them cost me, so me chat too much, me feel dead. Me can't come back to Jamaica. 1 p.m. Dirty labor, dirty PNP boy Foota. Where them say the worst things about me. But you see, me know when me know. And me know say, when me get certain message, Zine, it can't miss. Because the message I come from God Almighty. Me telling you, me 10 years in advance, me telling you, say, do not vote for this man. Me say, this man is the worst Prime Minister Jamaica ever see. Who can say a lie, me I tell? Poker big up on yourself. Who can say a lie, me I tell? So, me did it right from 10 years ago. Only just a seat. Only just a ball. If you listen to me, you save the ball in. No, not ball when it's too late. What me can do for help on now? Me can't do nothing for help on now. Me do what me fit do for help on already now. Bro, make forward 9 to 10 years ago, and I beg on you like baby, say do not vote for the man. One year the man use Clarks and chicken. One next year the man use COVID and chicken. One next year the man use KFC and $3,000 chicken. Me ask you something. The host them with them a lick down now down at Jamaica. So one of them on capture land. He might ask who a labor right or who a PNP? Answer your question, no? Is Mr. Holness asking who is labor right or who is PNP? No. He just a demolish house. And that me try telling you already. Don't make the wrong decision in the election. Then when the madness start, the whole way have to suffer for it. So like dieted labor right, they say 1 p.m. now. You think a voters list them I look pan and I mash down the house them? No. Them want the land. And them have to get it by any means necessary. I want to know members of Foota that want to say don't make the mistake. Because after the election, them no business who are labor right and PNP. Them done with already. They see them go for the goose, go for the gander. Me tell you no. Me tell you no, you know. But nobody listen to Foota hype. Foota hype chat too much. Foota hype a mad over girl mad him. Him hungry. Him living in a car. Him asleep in a barber shop. All kind of things you don't talk about me. And listen everything else except the truth. Look at this now. Now, victims of Hurricane Melissa are still stranded. Victims of Hurricane Melissa are still stranded. Still have nowhere to live. Still sleeping under chaparral and 2 pieces of steak. But our government secretly engaged in signing an agreement for the United States of America to dump deportees who aren't even Jamaicans to Jamaica? My question is, if you don't have nowhere to put up Jamaican people who were stranded after the hurricane, and which party are going to put them 10,000 deportees who come from other countries? I just want to try and ask myself that, you know what that means? He must have got designate piece of land for build and erect a community for these deportees. When you know, find nowhere to put the homeless people them from after the hurricane, but you sign into an agreement and you have to go fulfill what you promise. You know, see, Jamaica in a big trouble. You know, see. The nurse them a strike. Say patient depend chair 1 week, 2 week. No bed to put patient pan. But you take I remember people, this 10,000 deport is not going to be one time. It's going to be a recurring thing. Because once America knows that you accept them not stop sending them. People are get deported every day from America. So we gotta stop. We know the nature of criminal with them people be. Me hear them say, me ear say, because me never see the news. Me ear say them and say, oh, them man are not a crime. So you get deported. If you're not a crime, if you're not a criminal, how you get deported? Because if you're in America illegal, it is a crime. Law-abiding people where they play by the books don't get deported. So for some way or the other, them are criminal. How you know what magnitude of criminal them are going to send to Jamaica? And them not know nobody. And them have to go survive. How you think them are going to survive? And you know the gunman them at Jamaica are glad to accept some of them. Because now, them have some new people where them can send go do them crime. Them sit down in them house and tell them go shoot and kill and do that. And them and they want to survive, them not a problem. Them are going to do it. So how is this a good move? And then, the Prime Minister do this behind her back. None of we never know. None of we never know. How much more deal the Prime Minister and this government cut behind her back? We don't have a clue till they hear it. The Samoan agreement was the same thing. The Samoan agreement was the same thing in my people. The man demolish people house and them not have nowhere to live. So where him want put them prisoner yet? Me still want to know that, you know. Which land him got allocate to put them for? Because you can't take them and let them out on the road and nobody if you accept them. You already know so them don't know nobody. So them have to go have a designated place to put them. Me did want to know. I mean, I want nobody tell me, say, anybody in a power, it would have been the same thing. That's a lie. Everything is a discussion. Everything is a option. You're a leader, we represent your country, supposed to say, we don't want any pliers. Pliers outdated. We want electrical drill. We want electrical socket. Drill socket we want. We're done with pliers. Are your leader supposed to do that? That's why you choose them as a leader. To lead. Negotiate. In the best interest of the people. But you don't have a leader. You don't have somebody who think for himself alone. By the time he left parliament, he's already the richest leader from the Caribbean. For no expense. When you hear the government say SSL workers will have to be paid and they are going to be paid out of taxpayers' money. So, the people them a thief Usain Bolt money. they are now going to be paid by me and you. Only hear me just say? Because then no make anything a flood the news, you know. The people them will rob Usain Bolt money and many others money. The workers of that company are going to get paid by me and you. Taxpayers' money, I go pay them. You know, alright with that? Blade, I that them for a long time. I've said it a million times. If America so invested in a Jamaica, turn us into an adapted state like Hawaii and like Puerto Rico. Simple. Then we don't have to quarrel a dollar is a dollar. We will spend US. We don't need visa. All of that because you want to own Jamaica. So all you want to own Jamaica, but you give it the worst time. Them add we to travel advisory. Say it not safe to go to Jamaica. Them raise sanction against we. Everything them do too wicked. But at the same time I tell you, don't do business with China. Don't do business with Russia. Don't do business with... Why? Why? It now make sense. And our leader now. And Mr. Holness, Zine, need to go to them and say, all right, if you want control over Jamaica, if you want to call the shots, free way up. Free way up. Blade Marital, you talk about it can happen at Jamaica. In the Caribbean have one of the most highest rate of deportation. Different from Cuba and Ecuador and El Salvador, Spanish place them. We have most deported and then put crazy sanction against Jamaica. And that me I try to understand. So if them did have intention to do that, they wouldn't do it. You know, see England cut out a letter to make you come up for, you know, you have to have visa to go to England. It not work. No, not more than Mexico, you mad? You even say the Spanish country there. Mega say this, and it might get me in trouble. Because they know the people them for know. One time I telling you say there's something called the Ark of the Covenant. Who remember me the Ark of the Covenant is the most powerful energy source that ever existed on the earth. Them say anybody control the Ark of the Covenant, control the world. Basically, the Ark of the Covenant is the most powerful weapon in existence. See? I told you already now. The last person that was in control of the Ark of the Covenant, Sasistula, was Emperor Haile Selassie. Him leave from the land of Judah and go to Egypt with a cavalry. Him himself, some soldiers, some angels, and a couple demons, and some human. Him travel by chariot and horses and camels and go to Egypt. Reach at Egypt, collect the Ark of the Covenant. He did not walk back. He traveled in the sky. And I may make up this in people. And I may make it up. Someone don't know, but only just listen to me. Cute girl, big up yourself. Emperor Selassie did not walk back. Him, the camel, the horses, the donkey them, the people that were him going, they all came back in the sky. Back to Judah, you notice, nowhere at all you hear them talk about Judah again. Conquering tribe of the Lion of Judah. You hear nobody talk about that again? Not even Rasta not talk about that again. Because them lose it, them going to follow in the news. Judah is thrown amongst the forgotten. See? We're one of the most important places in history. Now, one of the last places Emperor Selassie visited was Jamaica. It is alleged that Emperor Selassie left the Ark of the Covenant in the hills of Sentence. Sentence? Yeah, I think Sentence. One of them places. With some high priest Rasta as protectors and guardians of the Ark of the Covenant. That's why in a Bustamante time, now focus, that's why in a Bustamante time, Rastaman was deemed illegal. That's why them did a kill Rastaman. That's why they did a whole Rastaman and trim them and cut off them head. Because they wanted information on where the Ark of the Covenant was. Now if you notice, every world leader has to come to Jamaica. The Pope, the Queen, the Prince, Obama, everybody. Why? Why do these people pay so much money to search the reefs and the corals and the seawater of Jamaica? I never think about that. So when the things say an isle, showing something say on enough focus. Sure on enough focus. 300 people come off our plane during Hurricane Melissa with about 50 or 100 dogs. Where them there? I want to see them come off our plane. I want to see them leave. When you're not using the brain, it's bigger than gold. It's bigger than oil. Jamaica was the chosen place to hide the Ark of the Covenant. Now the Ark of the Covenant give off certain energy. So when you see them come with all of them equipment here, them sense energies where only can come from the Ark of the Covenant.
So, my people, that is the likes of Foota, the Straight Nation boss, outlining clearly that he told the people 9 years ago not to vote for Prime Minister Andrew Holness, my people. However, we have the likes of Mr. Vegas who have a different view from Foota, claiming that, a fourth term he might go for all them attack because him feel like a Prime Minister Andrew Holness are the man for the mission, are the man for the job. However, he's stating that, the Gleaner is a PNP propaganda newspaper, my people, as based on his view on that whole 10,000 deported something. He's stating that talks are being made between Washington and Kingston, and there is no such proof that Andrew only signed anything or even discussed anything, my people. It's those suggestions that talks is supposed to happen. Even though a lot of people I would wonder, why talks even happen in the first place as it relates to that, cause it do not sound logical. But Mr. Vegas is stating that education are the key and reading is fundamental, or else you will get misled out here. Check out what Mr. Vegas is saying, my people.
The comrade paper strikes again. The comrade outlet has mastered how to rile up the Jamaica people them. Yeah, how to set off a fire. And of course, the government has to put it out. Zane? So everybody woke up today, or people may have seen the headline from the Gleaner, and the headline states, "Deportee deal. Jamaica offers to accept non-nationals being booted from US." That's way Gleaner say, Jamaica offers to accept non-nationals being booted from the US. That means that the deal done, though. That means that it's finalized, though. Alright, so I can read it. So I can try to get through some of the main points. So it's a Kingston and Washington are expected to begin talks of an agreement first pitched by a senior government official that could see the island accept up to 10,000 non-Jamaicans being deported from the United States. What headline say? Deportee deal. Jamaica offers to accept. Yeah? Going on the body height? Kingston and Washington are expected to begin talks. I could go down the more because you don't know it's a short video. Under the proposed memorandum, that means the memo, of understanding, the US will transfer up to 25 foreign nationals every 2 weeks to Jamaica for an unspecified period. I could go back to the upper body. Yeah? Here it says, Kingston and Washington are expected to begin talks on an agreement first pitched by a senior Jamaican government official that could see the island accepting up to 10,000 non-Jamaicans being deported from the US. We don't hear say? Under the proposed memorandum of understanding, the US will transfer up to 25 foreign nationals every 2 weeks to Jamaica for an unspecified period. You see it? Alright, we could go down a little more. You see it? We could go down a little more. Alright, watch I know. Yeah? The government of the United States of America intends to propose. I glean that bodies thing, yeah, man. I glean that office, especially the comrades, them. I glean that office set them off, yeah, man. The government of Jamaica, the government of the United States of America intends to propose to the government of Jamaica to transfer to Jamaica up to 25 individuals every 2 weeks. Yeah, it went on to say if at any point 10 or more individuals transferred by the government of the United States of America remain in Jamaica for more than 30 days, the government of the United States of America will pause proposing the transfer of additional individuals until fewer than 10 transferred from the United States under the memo remain in Jamaica, the document said. Yeah, Glina, Maria today, man. Just me, Maria to the start. When I bought this thing, I watch you know. This US, the US, under its Immigration and National Act, has leveraged bilateral deals, financial packages, and geopolitical pressure to secure agreements with more than 30 countries across Latin America, Africa, Europe, and Asia to accept non-citizens. Yeah? So when was the big bad bully up so? Yeah? Not just bad up Jamaica, not just try get Jamaica to accept people. Yeah? So you say signed agreements or active operational frameworks exist in several CARICOM countries, including Belize, Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Lucia. Yeah? So of course the comrades them and the people them when I want to see that read this, you know why you're nothing about this, so I'm go and get deported and come to Jamaica. And Jamaica no love run over people country, them afraid of deportees is a shame. You see? Yeah, them everybody up in flames, everybody. Them a call for Andrew to resign now, so him sell out the country for rice and peas. That's how you go, people. That's how you go. Reading is understanding, and of course a gleaner get some inside information and run out. Now if this not even go through, the damage already done. Andrew Wilness because see the backlash him nobody sign the deal. You terrible gleaner, you gleaner. Me never know I saw no bad bridging, but you know what? People, listen to me. It's never too late to get an education. Trust me. Because them are people that will take your turn in an idiot.
So I'm a beautiful people, as we say, you know, that the ones them I deal with, you know. So that is Mr. Vegas, and earlier I want to hear Foota hype, and also Prime Minister Andrew Wilness, and also want to hear Shawn, Storm and Vybz Kartel, my people, and you don't know the likes of Real Music Views say a word, because Real Music Views he said the fire turn up hot out here, and the people them I wonder if he might run a professional site or him compromise. So he's outlining to the people so listen me, you know, it's not my fault. More illuminate or provide the numbers. So based on estimation, we can say, well, somewhere between, you know, 2,700 there about him them people. So not sure what are your thoughts and views. Big up on yourself and bless up on yourself. And as usual, we'll catch you on another one. I'm out.